Hello, today is 4/22 of 25 and I'm here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet back in April of 2024. It is currently quarter to 10. I'm not quite hungry, but I am kind of getting my meal ready and then I will just get it in the oven when I'm ready to cook it because now is kind of the time that when I'm ready to bake it, because now is the time that I have to be able to do some cooking. So I'm making myself a recipe that I haven't tried before. It's for sausage stuffed mushrooms. So I've got baby Bella mushrooms here. They're supposed to be large, but I just didn't have any large ones, like I couldn't get them. So I'm just going to use these. That means I'm probably going to have extra stuffing left over, and I don't know, we'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. I have cooked up a half pound of ground sausage. It's got sage is like the main seasoning in it that I picked up from my butcher. And then I also have in here 4 ounces of softened cream cheese in my food processor, and everything will kind of go in here to make that stuffing. On my stove, I have my saute pan that I use to cook my sausage in. And into this pan, I am going to add my mushroom stems. So I took the stems out of my mushrooms and I chopped them up. I'm just going to saute them for a bit and then add in my chopped spinach and kind of just wilt that down a little bit too. And then all of that will go into my food processor. I've got my mushroom stems and spinach all sauteed. And I did add a little bit of salt and pepper, probably 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and a sprinkling of pepper. Just because I believe in seasoning every layer. Like most of my seasoning is going to come from my meat, but I believe in seasoning every layer. So I just added a little bit to that layer. Okay, now I am ready to get this all ground up. Looks great. Now I can get it stuffed into my mushrooms and we'll see how it turns out as far as like how much stuffing I have. But I do want to kind of drop some on my pan. No, I do want to kind of overstuff them. So I have my mushrooms stuffed. I still have probably half of my mixture left here. So I'll either need to get some more mushrooms or I'm thinking it might even be good just kind of like baked, like a casserole-ish kind of thing and eaten, but we'll see. So once I'm ready to eat this, I will preheat my oven to 350 degrees and bake them for 20 minutes and then put them under my broiler for a couple of minutes to kind of brown them. Because this is such a high fat meal, I definitely need to make sure that I'm getting plenty of protein in as my base because I don't have a gallbladder. So having that much fat in like the first thing that I eat just upsets my stomach. So my plan is to have my coffee with whey protein powder, isolate. I'll have a scoop of that in there to really give me a really good protein base. I do need to eat some more with my breakfast, but I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, so I'll be back. It's quarter till 11, so I am preheating my oven. I'll get my mushrooms in once that's done. I did change things up a little bit, so I do have my coffee with 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk. I only added a half serving of my Naked Whey protein powder to this because I decided that, because like I said, I need a little more in this meal. I am using 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. I sauteed a half cup of frozen blackberries and then I topped it with a tablespoon of flaxseed. But into the yogurt itself, I added a half serving of the Premier vanilla protein. So just to add a little more flavor to my yogurt bowl is why I did that. And then I just kind of split serving of protein powder in half. So part of it's in my coffee and part of it's in my yogurt. So I'll be back with my second meal. I guess I should tell you how the mushrooms turned out. So they look beautiful. I just left them underneath the broiler for about a minute, and I will give them a try. Mushroom is so good. Um, I feel like the filling is a little bit lacking. I don't know, like maybe some onion, I think is what it needs. A bit of onion in it would really kind of liven it up, but it's good. It's okay. I'll probably add some onion powder to like that second batch that I have when I make that. So this is actually quite a bit of food. I'm not sure if I'll be able to eat it. It's about 3:45. I have to leave in just a few minutes, and I'm going to be gone until probably about 6:30, and I just don't want to eat that late. So I'm going to take food with me that I can eat while I am gone. And honestly, nothing sounds good. So I'm going to take some chia pudding because I have it on hand. It'll be quick and easy to kind of eat. I thought about making a shake, but I already have this made, so I'm just going to eat that. And the only thing that does really sound good are beef sticks. So I'm going to take three beef sticks, three of my Paleo Valley beef sticks. And then I'm also going to take a Body Armor Flash IV. As you can see, I am sweaty. I've been at the gym. I did an hour of zone 2 cardio and I did arms today. So I did a close grip chest press, um, assisted tricep dips, assisted pull ups. Well, it was arms and core. So I also did weighted decline sit ups, uh, hanging leg raises, and hammer curls. Oh, and lateral raises also. So that's what I did for my arms and core. It was a deload week, so I only did 2 sets of each, and I only did about 60% of the weight that I normally do, and then I did an hour of cardio. So let's take a look at how my day turned out. I had a piece of cake with my dinner also. So my daughter had made a strawberry shortcake for Easter. It was low carb, high fat. So I did have a piece of that today too. So that's kind of what got my numbers up a little bit higher. So I've got not quite 1,800 calories today. My protein is 156. My net carbs are 37. My fat is 100 and my sodium is about 3,600, although I know I've added a couple quarter teaspoons of salt to my water, so it's at least 4,600 and maybe even more. I'm not sure. I really probably should just stop tracking my sodium because I just kind of use it when I need it. So I may just kind of do that. So and looking at this, it is currently 9:30. I am, as of right now, I am in a 1,000 calorie deficit for the day, and I will still be up for another at least 2.5 to 3 hours. And yesterday I had a caloric deficit of 1,000. The day before was like 400. I am finding that I am having a pretty big deficit. A lot of days it's 700 to 1,000, which is pretty unhealthy. Um, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do about it, but I know that tomorrow I am going to just eat more, just because I want to make sure that I'm kind of not ruining again my metabolism, and just again just making sure that I am staying healthy. So tomorrow I plan to eat a little bit more. Not really sure what that's going to look like, but that is my plan for tomorrow, just to make up a little bit of those calories that like I haven't, I guess I used and I didn't have in my body. I don't want my body to crash because that would definitely be a problem. So that is my plan for tomorrow, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do going forward.